The movie begins at Heathbrook Academy, where a dirty and unpopular student named Archie Arnold interrupts the summer ball to give a speech. The scene then flashes back to show his past with his best friend, Amelia. They grew up together as their parents were also best friends. Archie and Amelia shared the same interests, and as they got older, Archie developed feelings for her. However, every time he tried to confess, something went wrong, so he kept his love a secret. Tragically, Amelia's mother passed away when Amelia was 10, but before she died, she gave Amelia a bracelet and advised her to follow her heart. After the Easter holidays, Archie plans to finally confess his feelings to Amelia. However, his plan is disrupted by the arrival of Billy Walsh, an attractive boy from California who catches everyone's attention, including Amelia, as he enters the school on his motorcycle. In a few days, Billy becomes popular, excelling as an A-star student. He also earns captaincy of both the swimming and rugby teams. His popularity makes Amelia fall for him, clearly making Archie jealous. That same evening, Archie plans a special outing with Amelia to their favorite movie night, a cherished moment they have enjoyed together for years. He believes the night will be the perfect opportunity to confess his love towards her. But before he can do so, Amelia confesses her feelings for Billy instead. This breaks Archie's heart, and he's left completely speechless. Later that night, both Archie's and Amelia's families gather for dinner. During this, her father Rupert asks Archie's parents for the secret to their happy marriage. The latter two respond that a love guru friend assisted them with their marital happiness. After dinner, Amelia is preparing to watch a movie with Archie. As she tries to grab some snacks from the kitchen, she overhears a conversation between her father and Archie's parents. During this, Archie's parents tell Rupert about a love doctor who helped them improve their marriage. They suggest Rupert seek his advice as well, especially since he has feelings for his colleague named Maggie. Upon hearing this, Amelia asks Archie to get the love doctor's contact. She explains that she wants to make Billy fall in love with her. Archie tries to refuse her request, but it only upsets her, prompting her to storm off. From then on, she starts ignoring him altogether. When Archie cannot take it any longer, he eventually sneaks into his parents' room and finds the contact information. He then gives it to Amelia as an apology. During their conversation, Amelia asks Archie if he's in love with her, but he jokes about it, still too scared to admit his feelings. One day at school, Archie is cornered by bullies and escapes into an acting class. The instructor asks a shy boy to play Romeo and fight for his love, and the boy impresses everyone. Inspired, Archie gets an idea to become a fake love doctor to win Amelia's heart. At home, Archie buys a new phone and uses AI to disguise his voice as an older person. The next day, he tries to swap the contact number he gave Amelia by putting a new number in her locker. Just then, Amelia shows up and asks what he's doing, but Archie can't respond because he has the paper in his mouth. Billy walks by, distracting Amelia, and Archie quickly hides a book in her locker to cover his tracks. That night, Amelia excitedly calls the new number. Archie, pretending to be the love doctor, advises her to draw artificial eyebrows like Amber. The next day, Amelia follows the advice, but everyone at school teases her about her eyebrows. A classmate spills juice on her face, and students mock her by calling her Bat-Face Girl and recording videos of her. After school, Amelia calls the love doctor and shares everything with him. In response, Archie encourages her to see the situation differently, suggesting that Billy noticed her because of what happened. He again advises her to stare at Billy as long as she can and also try to make him jealous. The following day, she tries to do the same and attempts to kiss one of her classmates, but in the process, she accidentally bangs her head on the locker. Later in the restroom, Amelia overhears Amber and her friends gossiping about her trousers and hairstyle. Determined to change her appearance, she decides to dress like Amber with pigtails, short skirts, and makeup. The next day, Amelia shows up at school in her new looks, drawing attention from everyone. However, she takes it too far when she sees Billy. She intentionally drops a pencil and bends to pick it up. As she does, she is hit by a car and falls to the ground. Billy attempts to help her, but Archie quickly rushes over, taking charge of the situation and escorting her inside. During lunchtime, Amber approaches Amelia with the intent of insulting her in front of the entire school. She mocks her in the cafeteria and even splashes milk all over her face. But Archie stands up for our girl and slams his lunch onto Amber's face. He then grabs Amelia's hands and takes her away from there. Later, as they reach the schoolyard, Billy catches up to them. He compliments Archie on his actions back in the cafeteria and then asks Amelia out. This excites the latter, and she immediately accepts his invitation. In the next scene, Amelia calls the love doctor to thank him. With excitement, she informs him that his guidance paid off, and now she has confirmed a date with her crush. Archie, wanting to sabotage Amelia's date with Billy, gives her bad advice. He tells her to be rude to Billy and everyone around him. Amelia follows this advice and goes on the date. At the restaurant, Billy sets a rose on the table to make her feel special, but Amelia tells the waiter to take it away and orders an alcoholic drink. She treats Billy poorly and even flirts with the waiter. Billy, put off by her behavior, ends the date abruptly, saying he has no interest in her anymore. The next day, a devastated Amelia apologizes publicly through the school intercom, sharing embarrassing moments from her past. The whole school mocks her. Archie realizes his jealousy has gone too far. He sprays smoke from a fire extinguisher to disperse the crowd and forces Billy to stand in front of the office door. When Amelia sees Billy, she runs to him, and they reconcile. Archie decides to distance himself from Amelia, accepting that his feelings for her will never be returned. As time goes by, Amelia realizes she has more in common with Archie than with Billy, and starts to miss him. One evening, while gazing at the night sky from their respective homes, both Amelia and Archie witness a giant star falling and are amazed by the sight. Later on, Amelia's father joins her, and she asks how he knew her mother was the one for him. Rupert tells her that they met at university when her mother's car was broken, and he gave her a ride. Hearing his story, she learns that their parents were childhood best friends. She also discovers that her father never confessed his love to her mother because he was afraid. This prompts her to compare her parents' story to her relationship with Archie, which leads her to realize her feelings for him. The next day, Maggie helps Amelia get ready for the summer ball. Once she's done, Amelia opens the box of her late mother's belongings and takes out the bracelet her mother gave her before she passed away. She remembers her mother's advice to follow her heart, as it will rarely lead her the wrong way. Just then, Billy arrives to pick her up on his bike. At this moment, she decides to listen to her heart and not to go with him. So, Amelia escapes through her window and heads towards Archie's place. On the way, her dress gets caught in her bike's chain, causing it to tear. But it still doesn't stop her, and she decides to run all the way to Archie's house. Upon arriving, Amelia finds him resting on his bed. She urges him to get ready, as she wants to go to the summer ball with him. Archie, unaware of his own feelings, declines Amelia's invitation to the ball. When he keeps refusing, Amelia finally confesses she has liked him for a long time. Archie then reveals he likes her too, and agrees to go to the ball with her. As Archie gets ready, Amelia messages the love doctor about her situation with Billy. When she sends the texts, she hears Archie's phone ringing nearby, and realizes he has been pretending to be the love doctor. Heartbroken by his betrayal, she goes to the summer ball alone. Archie later rushes to the venue, but is captured and beaten up by school bullies who tie him upside down to a pole. Meanwhile, Amelia confronts Billy, and they mutually agree to break up. Billy then learns that Archie is in trouble and rushes to help him. He frees Archie and encourages him to go after Amelia. Archie interrupts the ball, continuing the scene from the beginning. He calms the audience by comparing everyone to stars in the galaxy, each unique. Archie then admits his feelings and mistakes in front of everyone, including Amelia. She forgives him, and they share a romantic kiss. In the final scene, everyone dances to the music, bringing the evening to a harmonious end.